Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and it's back. Toy reviews or figure reviews is finally back. I'm sorry about that. But today we're going to be reviewing the Neca Puppet Master Ultimate Tunneler and Pinhead figures. So I was actually at my local Target and I saw these and I was like, yeah, those are mine. So I really have always thought Puppet Master is a really cool series. There's so many movies. And they're all pretty good, in my opinion. My favorites are movies 4 and 5, just because of these little creatures called totems that they battle with. And I think that's pretty awesome. But still, every other Puppet Master movie besides that are also really good. Listen, I know this is going to be kind of spoilers, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, skip this part. Basically, it's about these puppets, obviously, and people's souls go inside of them and haunt them. Listen, I possess them. I'm sorry. If you're a fan of Puppet Master and you're hearing me mess this up, I am very sorry. I haven't watched these in a while, but I still know who they are, and that's all I know. Like, I haven't exactly seen the movies, but I know who they are. So if I get anything wrong, I am very sorry. Please don't be mad at me. It's only because I have not sat down and watched any other movies on the TV. But hey, let me just be quiet and let's actually get on to the figure review. Alright, so first off, we're actually going to start off looking at the packaging. So we have Evil comes in all sizes, classic trademark, a classic line from Puppet Master. The Ultimate Tunneler Pinhead, got a cool image of Tunneler looking creepy. Same with Pinhead, the cases that they are in, even though I'm pretty sure that's Pinhead. I hate this phone. Anyway, I guess it's storage. I swear, if it does it again, I'm going to be really mad. On the side of it, another Puppet Master. On the back shows Tunneler and Pinhead with some of their accessories, and it actually shows there's actually figures of Puppets Blade and Torch, some of my personal favorites. I don't have those yet because I haven't found them in stores, so I'll probably have to order them. Next side is the case, and it actually splits open to two sides. Pinhead's in there with his accessories. Ooh, see me a little bit, I think. And then Tunneler's right there. So it's okay. I'll have to look at that footage and blur it because I do not like face reveals. Anyway, we're going to go on and start off with Pinhead's accessories. Alright, so the first accessories we're going to be going over is some changeable hands. Now, the hands he has on right now, the one he starts off with is some fists. But you can swap those out for some open hands, which helps him hold some of the other accessories he has. Now, you know how I am with stuff like this, but it's very easy. All you gotta do is pull the hand hard, it'll pop off, and just stick it right on. So that's all you gotta do. Maybe I can do it. Nah, I'm not going to. Call me a baby if you want. Rechangeable hands, those are meant to hold something. He has two other accessories. He comes with a pipe wrench, which only one of these hands can hold. This one has a perfect circle dome that it sticks right into, and you can have him holding a pipe wrench so you can hit somebody with it. That's pretty cool. And the next thing he has is this thing. I have no idea what this is. I think it goes on a fireplace. Please don't call me an idiot. And then this one goes in the other hand because it fits it. So that one, the hole is kind of like a line. This one's a big circle. So each hand goes for something different. I don't exactly know how to stick this in there. I guess like that. That's it. It probably could go in a little bit more. That's it for Pinhead's accessories. Now Tunneler's. Alright, so Tunneler has more accessories. We'll start off with this pickaxe. Like I said, since I haven't seen the movies, I do not know what he does with this in the movie, but if we take old Tunneler here, we could stick this pickaxe in his hand. So you just line it up, and you press down on his hand. Sorry, his drill is actually hitting me in the hand. It's cutting me. And there we go. Now he's got a pickaxe, and now he can go beat somebody with it. Pretty cool, actually. The way I have him displayed on my shelf is actually like this, or the other way. But that's how I have him displayed on my shelf when I'm not using them. I just got these yesterday, so that's how they were. Okay, so the next accessory is a really hook. It's got this, and it's got two pretty actual sharp hooks. These points are actually sharp. Again, I don't know what he does with these in the movie. I don't think he can actually hold on to these. They're too thin. But yeah, hook. It's a hook. It's a hook. Okay. Next up, it comes with this weird gun. I don't know what kind of gun this is. I'm not a gun expert. Do not shame me for that. I didn't go to gun school, and I never will. So I'm pretty sure I can fit this in his hand too. I haven't put this in his hand yet. Let's see. I might have to change his hand. There we go. I got it. It might be a little loose, but I got the gun. It's gonna go. It'd be funny. I'm gonna do the next accessory now. Actually, what am I doing? I haven't looked at detailing, like nice silver detail, brown and silver. I'm just gonna stop. Next up, I have this really cool looking potion, like a little potion. Again, I don't know what this is for, but looking at a clip I saw on YouTube, I think if you pour this on one of the puppets, it brings them to life. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Cool, it's just like clear, and it's got a little bit of green in there. It doesn't actually move, it's actually hard. And it does not stand either. It shows on the back of the box that Pinhead can actually hold this, and he can't. That's weird. Then why wasn't there a Pinhead accessory? Next up, Tumbler has a changeable head. See, in this one, he's just got regular. His eyes are open, but this head, his eyes are closed, and he's got some blood on his drill, like drilled in something. So, I also have to mention that his drill is actually movable, but we'll get into that later. So as you see, there's a nice peg hole for it. Can I actually remove his head? Oh, there we go. That was easy. So boom, remove his head, and we can put on his next head, which shouldn't be that hard. And boom, snap right in. So boom, now we have Tunnel's other head. So now, if you want to do like an animation, go, yeah, I killed someone, even though he doesn't talk. So that's pretty cool. It's nice tan, and then the silver, nice maroon red color. Okay, so actually I'd never done that before. I didn't know his head was so easy to take off, so that's nice to know. And he has one last accessory, which is one changeable hand. I don't exactly know. I think this one's actually meant to hold the gun, even though I managed to get his gun in this hand. But yeah, changeable hand. Can I get this too? No, I don't want to try that one. His hands are really small. Alright, so let's move the accessories. It's now time to get into the figures. Let's move his Piper into these. So we're gonna start with Pinhead. So Pinhead, he's a really bulky dude, except he's got this tiny little head. Sorry if you hear noises in the background. I thought I saw something. And that's red cup. I swear to God, something's in my room. I don't know. So his arms can move up and down, full 360. That's pretty nice. His hands can swivel. It feels a little loose. I'm pretty sure that's on purpose to switch his hands. His head can turn. Full 360? Full 360. Sorry if this cuts again. It might be storage. I might have to delete some more things. His legs can move pretty good. Different joints. His feet can swivel. That's about it for articulation for Pinhead. Now let's go into detail for Pinhead. It's got really, like the sweater he's supposed to be wearing. This is a sweater, right? I hope it is. It's really detailed with like what a sweater really looks like. Nice red color, maroon. His pants are like blue, gray. That's gray. Oh, little black shoes. He's got like a fingerless gloves. And overall, he's cool. Don't you hit me. Alright, now we're going to move on to Tunneler. Fun fact, Tunneler is actually one of my favorite puppets in the movies. So, get out of the way, Pinhead. Okay, so for Tunneler, he's got a nice, like, kind of green military outfit. He's got little black shoes. He's got hands, yeah. His head, and he's got... We're starting with articulation. Anyway, I'm sorry. So his arms can move. They move really diagonally for some reason. Another full 360. It's always good having full 360s. His legs can move so he can have like a cool walking animation. I'm being a word out today. His head can swivel for full 360. And my favorite part is his drill can actually move. But as you can see, you can actually take his drill off. I was surprised about that. Hold on. See? You can actually remove his drill. And I guess that would mean you could swap the drills if you didn't want to change the head. That's pretty cool. But I would advise being careful when taking this drill off because it's really small. And you could really lose it easy. See, it easily bends off like that. So you're going to want to have it like that. Then, like I said, except he's got, what is that? Like a little badge. A couple colors might be what the state is supposed to be. He's a lot smaller than Pinhead, as you can see. I'm kidding, Pinhead would never do that. He's tiny. It's got really completely black colored eyes. Ugh, it looks terrifying. No. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's been a while since we've done a toy review, so I wanted to start off with something a little different from the normal Godzilla stuff we do. I'll see you guys next time. Whoa, the lights went off. Oh, let me turn the light on. There we go. Hey, where'd the figures go?